Hi guys, this is Lydia, the lifestyle coach, doing a live feed from a special location that I'm about to reveal. But first, I wanted to start with a little celebration. So I came into St. Louis today to be with my partner, Steele. Look, Steele.
Oh, hello.
And I mean, we're just here, we're hanging out. You know, I flew in, got off the plane, and hey, he suggested that we go out to breakfast. And I had no idea where we were going. And we pulled up to this place called Jilly's Cupcakes. Wow! And I'll show you more about that in a minute. But in the past, that would have freaked me out. Like, I didn't know what was happening with food. It wasn't planned. I didn't know what the menu would be. Like, that would have been such a scary thing for me back in my crazy days. And for those of you who don't know, I was bulimic binge eater for years and years, total food crazies. Now I'm completely free, and we're going to talk a little bit about that and how to be free and a big factor of that in a moment. But it would have been such a scary thing for me in the past. And big questions would have come to my mind. So, am I going to let myself eat a cupcake? What do I need to do to make up for the cupcake if I eat it? How many calories are in this or are in that? And I would have poured over all of my different choices. Speaking of, here, let me show you. There are so many different choices. So look at this. Look at these cupcakes. They're beautiful and they're amazing. There's so many here. That's a better cupcake view. Look at that. Anyway, they look awesome. I didn't even know about this place before, but I would have poured over all of my options over and over and over, and I would have regretted whatever I chose because I could have had something different because it was all a really big deal, right? It is a huge deal when you're only going to let yourself have this cupcake, and it's an evil thing and it's a sin and you're never going to do it for the rest of your life. Like, you've got to make a decision that is the right one. And now, like, I couldn't name all the cupcakes over there because there's no reason for me to look at all of them. We found one that looked good, and I would say, like, here, I'll show you all the cupcakes and you vote on which one that I have. But you know what? It's my life, so I chose for myself. You don't get to vote. We chose this one, and we're gonna split it. Another thing that would have freaked me out before, splitting a cupcake, man, like, no, it's my cupcake. This is my one and only last cupcake I'm ever gonna have. So anyway, we'll split that, we'll enjoy it, but it's just so much different now, and it is a wonderful thing to be free, to not have to worry about food, to not have to think about food, to not have to plan food, to not have to be stressed about food or make up for food. It's just the ability to be spontaneous in life, because we eat every single day our whole lives, and the ability to be able to go out and do something fun and spontaneous that involves food and beautiful cupcakes like there are here is a wonderful thing, and it's a big deal. So that brings me to a tip for you guys today about freedom and recovery. So, I mean, I have helped hundreds of people be completely free from their eating disorders, their overeating, their bulimia, their binge eating, but I can show exactly how to do that. And I can help somebody who's qualified to be free. But there are things that I cannot do for you. If you are somebody who wants to be done with this and have freedom, there are things that I cannot do for you, that I highly qualify the people that I work with, because there are qualities that you have to bring to the table that I cannot give you. And one of those that we're talking about today is expectation. Your expectations are huge. So what do you expect you can have? What do you expect recovery can be? Because I can show you how to be free, but you don't even get to walk through that door unless you expect that you can be. So there are a whole bunch of people that have been living with an eating disorder and may for the rest of their lives that are not watching this video, because why would they watch a video about how to be free from an eating disorder if they don't think they can be free from an eating disorder? So that's that first point of entry of you have to believe that you can be free. And then what do you want that freedom to look like? So it's, I mean, conventional, methods would say, oh, well, you can't be done with an eating disorder. You're always going to have an eating disorder. You are just going to need to manage it in some way for the rest of your life. And that's what I found to be untrue, and I reject that because I've just seen the opposite over and over of, oh, if you expect that you can be free, then there is a way. But if you think, well, no, I can't be done with it, I'm just managing my eating disorder, well, you know what? Then that's probably going to be your reality. So I want to give you an example. Here, I'll have my cupcake with me. in my example. It could just be sitting here with me. Hello, Cupcake. Oh, and hello, Steel. We can all be here. Okay, so let's name this Cupcake. Let's name it Jill, even though okay, so I'm thinking of a specific client and I'm telling you a story and we're going to call her Jill. And we'll just say like this little cupcake or this little like person is Jill, right?
Oh, we're both
so,
sharing them both.
yeah, thank you so much. Look, oh, we got food. And I didn't look at the whole menu and I have no idea how many calories are in this. I'm just going to eat until I feel satisfied and then move on, and it's not going to be a big deal. So, Jill, she went through my program just a little while ago. She was bulimic, like daily bulimic, for about 25 years. And her first week in the program, she got on a session and she celebrated with everyone. And she said, "You guys, it's just like Lydia said. I have cut my bulimia in half in the first week. Just like Lydia said, I'm halfway done, half the week. I haven't binged, I haven't purged, just like Lydia said." And I'm like, Jill, I never said that. I said the first thing we're going to do is cut your binges in half so that you have half the week free. That's the first thing we're going to do. But I never said it was going to happen in the first week. Do you see the power of the expectation there? She expected that we would do this in the first week. And so that is exactly what showed up for her. Isn't that interesting? Isn't it interesting how powerful that expectation is? Now, that doesn't mean that it will stick forever, right? It's like our expectation oftentimes gives us an entry point so that we have options and possibilities open to us. But then Jill and I went through exactly how to get free, exactly why that happened, that she cut that in half, and now she's bulimia free and it's awesome and she could just move on with her life. But the expectations are a huge first part that you must bring to it. So if you feel like for you have that spark of expectation of like, you know what, maybe I could be free. If it's a possibility for you, then this is the right place, right? You have so many options available to you if you have that idea open in your mind, right? Are you willing to see it that way where you could be free? So we have an amazing Facebook group. Hello, Facebook group, a community. There are new videos every Monday. And for as long as there are spots available, you can get a free session with our team. You go to lydiawente.com/apply and you can get a free session to help you with this first foundational step of recovery and freedom. And we're going to walk you step by step through that. So if there's a spot available, go ahead and snag a spot. But little tip for you guys today, really like the make or break thing can be what you bring to the table, and expectation is a huge part of that. So examine, what do you expect is possible for you? And then if you would like some help with that, feel free to reach out and we'd be happy to chat with you. So this is Lydia, the lifestyle coach, signing off. Mwah. Bye.